Hangouts on Air is going away later this year. Thought it was going to be the beginning of next year. Guess I was wrong. Let me share the link. Share the link. And let me see if anybody wants in. Copy. Oops, wrong one. Trying to find, here we go. Okay. Making my coffee. Be right back. I made it. I made it. All right, let me find what happened. Is that Amy? Amy. Well, I'm trying to put the link back so I can post it in a couple places. How are you?
Okay. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
I believe
I wanted to show how I made a couple flowers.
Ooh, yeah.
Cause well, this one I technically have not made yet. This little itty bitty guy over here with these little pieces.
Okay. Is that
and no, it's I'll show you in a second.
Oh.
Let me just go like this. There. Because I know I'm allowed to post in Martha's Kittens. And let me go to my page. go like this. And go like this. Okay. So now what are you seeing? Hi, Arlene.
Oh god, I forgot my chat thing.
Oh, I gotta click on me. There we go. What?
I forgot to bring up. There it is. Hi, Arlene.
Yeah, these are actually pieces of a flower. So to make, well, first I want to show you this one. This is the one that I want to make first.
Oh my
This
god.
is, yeah, this is made with a scrapbook paper that I was actually gonna give away because it seemed to me to be kind of wedding-ish.
Oh yeah.
But they make beautiful roses, as you can see. So, and I edged it with black soot,
Mm-hmm.
and I just glued it to a little 1-inch circle. So this one I want to show how to make first. Now these pieces down here are very similar to this one. They're just really small, and there's actually like 2 extra layers. But I'm going to show how to do this one first, and this one does not take any sewing. It's just paper. You can do regular paper. You can do any kind of scrapbook paper. You can even use cardstock or, yeah. So what I did first is I found an image on Pinterest that I liked, and I printed it out, and then I cut it out, and then I traced that onto a piece of chipboard. This is off a cereal box or something, and then cut that out so I would always have a template to trace when I wanted to make some of these. Now, let me see if I can move you so that's a little better. Yeah, let me turn down my volume just in case. Just in case. Okay, anyways, so I would always have a template when I wanted to make these flowers. These I first had seen by Tracy from Gift Basket Appeal, was the first person that I've seen make these. They're actually really fun. So I chose, let me get these out off of here. So I traced out, I don't know if you can see them, but I traced out 3 on this piece of paper that, well, I actually want to use this side, but you can't really, it would have been harder to see the lines on this side, in my opinion, so I traced it on this side. Now I'm just going to cut them out. And then
Paper is it?
this actually came out of one of those little scrapbooks that are pre-made for you.
Oh.
Yeah, it was part of that $50 haul that I got a long time ago. And the small ones we saved because the paper inside was cute. The small scrapbooks. But yeah, I'm thinking I want to use the pink side, but I have like a few of these, so I can always go back and use the dots if I want to. But we shall see. So, no sign of Martha yet this morning, huh?
No, because she's gonna go to the dentist,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
and then she was going to go visit. Well, go to the pub and visit with.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I have to do some grocery shopping today, but I might come back on live later on
Okay.
because I really want to show how how to make the satin ribbon ones
Yeah.
that I've been showing in pictures. I posted them on Stacy's group, which is Pink Poodle Playground. So I don't know if you guys saw it, but
Does she actually have a poodle?
a what?
Stacy, does she actually have a poodle?
Yeah, she has 3 poodles. They're mini poodles. They're miniature poodles.
Okay, does she actually color her dogs pink?
No.
Okay. I know it's possible.
I know, I've seen pictures of pink poodles. But no, her favorite color is pink. That's why it's pink poodles. Even, I remember the first time I ordered something from her, it was something small, and it came in a pink envelope. And I'm like, really? Like, this girl seriously loves her pink.
Yeah. Oh, really, Arlene? I haven't watched any YouTube videos other than like my friends.
What'd she say?
Arlene says all of them were in a couple of her videos. They are adorable.
Yeah. They, sometimes she'll let them up on her craft desk, and they'll say hi. Alright. Get in there. And that these, in my opinion, come out so much better if you use some kind of heavier weight paper.
Hmm.
Paper.
Sounds like you need to go and take a nap.
Well, I'm good. I actually got a lot of sleep yesterday.
You slept, what, 10 hours yesterday?
Longer. I think longer. Maybe it was 10 hours. I don't know. Man, I thought it was longer, but
It could have been. I lost track, so.
okay, I'll show you the at least what the red one is that I just recently made looks like, because I do kind of want to have like an ongoing thing, at least for now, when I show you guys how to make different kinds of flowers, because I've always loved making flowers, and just it's so much fun, and you can use all kinds of colors, and I mean, look at that. I love that paper.
That looks like it could go in one of your goddess portfolios.
Oh yeah, maybe. I like that. I love it. Yeah, the red one I did early this morning is somewhere around here. I just friggin' had it. Anyway, this is the blue one, but this is the plain one. The red one is the pretty one. Really, really nice. Oh, here it is. So what I did was is it's the same thing as this
Oh
blue
my
one,
God, that is so beautiful.
but I added in a layer of this applique. And then after I was finished rolling it, I went around the entire outside with it.
Oh my God, that is so cool.
So some people are saying it looks like a cupcake or a cookie.
Okay, well, don't say
I
those
see a
words.
frosted rose.
I see, yeah, I see a vintage rose.
Pretty cool. So
It's very cool.
yeah, just by adding that one piece of applique in there before you roll it up, I mean, it's a huge difference.
Yeah, it does.
Has to be the right size applique though, or else either the color of the rose is going to get lost or you're not going to see the applique at all. So it has to be the right size. And then I did one of these. This is actually one of those fabric flowers that you
Yeah.
take. It's a 3-inch strip of fabric folded in half, and then you do the running stitch up the side where the seam is,
Mm-hmm.
and then you just gather it and then roll that up, and that's what you get. And the fabric I use is very colorful, to say the least.
I thought you
They
tied it.
no, came
It's
my
kind of
Gazette.
fun. I kind of like the fabric.
It's really, really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like it was a small, tiny remnant at Hobby Lobby, so um, I don't have much of it. I think I have enough to do one more flower, but um, that was just there, so I decided to use that and try that out. But yeah, after the paper ones, I'll definitely start getting into the fabric ones because those take some sewing, but it's really simple stuff sewing. I mean, you watch these ladies that have made like thousands of these, and their running stitch is like so fast. You like can't really follow it.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, wow, that is just crazy. And yeah, I can't do that. So I'm going to be practicing though in the meantime. So when it does come time for me to do it, hopefully it won't take me an hour
Hmm.
just to do the friggin' sewing and the folding. I'm shooting for a half an hour.
You gotta be somewhere? Oh, you said grocery shopping.
Oh no, not right now. I mean later on when I get to the fabric ones.
Oh, okay.
Today I have until about, let's see, I have another hour and a half or so to hang out. And then I have to go grocery shopping. I think I have until 11 or possibly 11:30. And it's taking me this long just to cut out 3 layers. Imagine how long it takes me to sew. Alright, let's get rid of this. Hi, Jean.
Hi, Jean.
Jean. It's Jean. Oh, wait, I gotta have one in each hand. It's Jean. It's Jean. Jean and Arlene.
Get your groove on, girlfriend.
Okay, so the first one, all you have to do is, well, maybe I shouldn't. No, you cut them first. Yes. Just cut a slit right up until about the center of the flower. Like this. And then on the next one, you want to completely cut out one petal. So I go directly up to the center, and then I turn it and go directly up from the center to the center. And if they don't meet, I just keep doing that until they do. Nope, not yet. There we go. All right.
Read what Jean Joris just said.
You girls are happy this morning. I try to be happy all the time, but I've been up since like 1:30, so
Yeah, because you woke up right about when I was about to leave. Yeah, 1:30.
and on the third one you cut out 2 full petals. So again, you go up to the center, up to the center.
Oh, okay, I get what you're gonna do next.
Yeah.
Why are we happy this morning? Is that what you're asking, Jean?
I'm usually happy on here, right? Oh, by the way, I burned my hand. See that nice blister forming?
Yeah, how'd you do that? You're kidding.
No.
How did you? Do I want
I
to?
whacked it with my hand by accident.
Okay, when Martha comes back on, whenever she does, we're gonna have to add to that the list of names. Like
We're gonna have to what?
Yeah, Merkin,
Oh.
the Jerkin. I can't remember them all.
I think it was gherkin.
Gherkin. I'm up because I have a headache and it was making it's very difficult to sleep like that. Tiffany's awake because she's just weird.
Alright, let me see. I want to ink. Let's see, maybe I'll use this aged mahogany. Roy pine needles. Ooh, the blue would be pretty. Maybe I'll use chipped sapphire. So now I'm going to ink all the edges. Yeah, I've been up since 1:30 this morning just because I have a very strange sleep schedule and
Wait,
it is,
no. Let's be honest here, Tiff. There is no schedule.
yeah, there is no schedule. That's right. Exactly. Oop, there it goes. Like I always say, it's not my show until something ends up on the floor.
I'll give you that one, yeah. She's making flowers, and I'm working on a canvas I had started. I'm going to finish it. At least my hope. But whether I finish it today or not, I have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any projects that you're going to do today, Jean?
Oops.
I'm sorry, Jean. I don't understand. What are you asking?
Two girls help mom cook and clean. And dishes, enjoy that bad stuff. Huh? Yeah, of course I do what I can. I try. Okay, so I got all the edges inked. Now I take the one with the slit, just the slit in it. And you're, oh wait, I should roll these first, huh? Yeah,
Hi,
I do. Good
Paula.
idea. Actually, we're gonna roll them first because that's
Hi,
gonna make it
Mama.
easier. Hi, Mom. Do I help my mom? I don't know, Mom. Do I help you in the house? No, this is
You know what, Arlene? That sounds like a great idea, and I'm sure I'll be doing that shortly.
finish the dining cleaning for the day. Keep on here timeline now. It's nap time. Okay. Have a good nap, Arlene. Thank you. You too. So to roll back the petals, you can just use the round side of your bone folder, or I mean, you can use this side if you want to, but for me, it's just easier to kind of, wrap it around the rounded part and just pull. Or you can use the end of a paintbrush that doesn't have resin on it, like this one. Then you can just roll it like this. and it gives you that look. Because when we put these two petals together, well, actually, we want it to go in the other way. Yeah. So it's going to look like this, and it's going to be a little cupped. And you want your petals to fold over instead of being straight up. So you want them to fold over just a little. And then, if I can find my little finger thing, so I don't burn my finger. My hand is already gone. It's already done. Here it is. These things I found at Walmart, they actually work pretty good for hot glue. Like
Isn't that
this.
what that's for, anyways? Or is that a flipper, like a page flipper?
This is, yeah, like a page flipper. Keeps you from getting paper cuts too, I think. Crafting, hopefully tonight, if no company shows up. So then I use that. And just separate these two petals. Stick some hot glue in there. You don't have to use hot glue. You can use EGG, you can use tacky glue, you can use matte gel, you can use Fabri-Tac, whatever it is that you like to use. But for live purposes, I choose the hot glue. So there's our base piece. And then we take the one where we cut out one petal. Do the same thing with the petals. You can roll them with a paintbrush or a skewer or a toothpick. I just like to use my bone folder. Kind of my thing to use. And now this gets put over top this petal. And then you have a smaller section. Separate the petals. You want them as even as possible. And that way you can't tell that it's been added over the top of one another. Same thing with this one. Roll your petals. Come on. There we go. Now you have a 3-petal piece. Come on. There we go. Come out.
We have been requested very, very strongly to not talk about the class or the project outside of the classroom. And even though the two of us both are not a part of it,
Yeah, we can't talk about that. That's all.
I would recommend not doing it.
I would rather not talk about it.
But I am sorry if the project became overwhelming for you. I do understand that sometimes some things do just seem to grow into these horrible beasts of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sure if you talk to the teachers in the class, I'm sure they'd be more than willing to help you. So did we, Jean. And it apparently did not come across well. So we
There probably isn't. Well, I don't know. Depends on what products I have to use to make it.
we just don't want to deal with that drama anymore.
I just don't want to talk about it, period. Okay, this one gets, that's right. Since that's the back, this one kind of gets folded like this. So it was like this. And you can,
Kind of looks like a heart.
yeah, the two petals definitely look like a heart. But you can try doing this and then, yeah, all I did was roll this part up, I believe. Yes, because, yeah, it's got to go something, because you want to keep them like cone shaped, you know? So you want them to be a little bigger on top than on bottom. And I probably shouldn't have done that with the thingy-bobbers. Hmm?
I said thank you.
Think happy flowers. Mom. Alright, so we got this piece, which looks more like the actual center. And then this piece, it's good to take your little paintbrush and just roll it up. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm watching my daughter's cat. Male, 15 years. Came out 1 year. Oh, I guess your daughter's cat just wants to be left alone. Okay. Now, what I like to do on the bottom is cut the tips off. It makes it easier not only to glue together, but to glue to the base. That's all you have to cut off, and then that opens that little hole there. Oh, I guess that one's big enough. All right, let me get my little puncher. I'm punching out a circle, 1-inch circle, but it really doesn't even cover that much. You just need like a little piece, chipboard or cardstock of some kind. Take your biggest piece. Your next biggest piece. And this is the piece with the 3 petals. Oh. This is the piece that looked like the heart. Just kind of go around the outside of it, the bottom. There we go. Stick him in there. And then a little itty bitty piece, which was 1 petal rolled up. Stick that in the middle. And then you have your own flower. And what's cool about the double-sided paper is that underneath you see the little spots.
That's pretty cute.
Yeah, I like that paper.
Yeah, and having a small print like that really, I think it works better.
Yes.
Good morning, Martha. I thought you were going to the dentist.
Martha!
Lisa. Oh,
Thanks, Mom. Bellissima. Bellissima. So now I have. Could you imagine, like, making like an entire wall of these or something for like a shower?
yeah, I've seen
Mm,
that they do sell like kits like that to make the
really? That's awesome.
the huge, 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 huge flowers.
Right. Okay, so now this little one that I cut out pieces for is made exactly the same way. It just has extra layers. See, here's our two petal piece that looks like a heart, except this one I don't have a template for. So I kind of just you cut out a square, pretty nice square punch. Where's my square punch? All right, Tiffany, look. It's got to be next to you. It's got to be next to me somewhere, right?
I have no idea. I know all I know is that for some reason your resin pieces ended up in a pot.
Very true, very true. They did. Where is it? I just used the darn thing.
Is it on the washing machine?
No.
You sure?
No. Yeah, very sure. I thought I had just. Oh, it's behind me on the floor. That's why. Who would have thought to look there? Okay, so this is what I did. I actually, in this punch, I have a 1 1/4 inch and a 1 1/2 inch. So you can make, you know, a little 1/4 inch with wide frames or whatever. And
I got a frame.
I cut out the 1 1/2 inch. And now you're going over there and you're going to stay there. Okay. So we have our little square. And you fold it 3 times in half. So it's 1, 2. And then to help you kind of fold, you want to put your fingernail against the very tip right here. And then fold inwards. And that'll help you fold it in half. And then you take scissors. Now this, where's the part with the, yeah, it goes like this. So this piece down here is where everything connects. And you will be able to tell that when you are looking at it because there's only one piece on this edge, on this half of this edge. So this is the corner that you need to not cut. This is the corner you want to keep. So you want to cut a petal shape out of this and start somewhere over here. You know, cut that tip off and maybe round it. And then go down. Oh, out of frame again. Like that. And then you get something similar to what I made down here at the bottom. But I did go through and kind of clean up the edges so they looked a little rounder. So yeah, I did go through and clean up the edges so they looked a little bit better. But you make 4 of these,
Mm-hmm.
and then you let me see, is there one with a slit? No. So you do one with, where's the single petal one too? Yeah, okay. This one has the single petal taken out. This is the one with the heart shape taken out. Now this one had 3 petals taken out. And then the other one you cut in half. So you have lots of layers to work with. So this one I actually haven't made before. So this is the first time. And I did start rounding some of them. But I'm hoping they come out nice.
They probably will. You're very good at making flowers.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. So I'm going to start with this little guy. Okay, so I'm going to put a drop of glue here. Get my finger device. There we go. I'm gonna keep sticking to me. I think I used a little bit much. Okay, next bigger one is this. Wrong way. Oh, these are adorable. Oh my gosh. How cute are those? Yeah, how cute are those? Stop! Okay, then this one lasts 3 petals. there. The only thing is the strings. If only they made hot glue with no strings.
Well, there is that dripless hot glue gun out there.
It doesn't have strings at all?
Well, it might have one or two, but it's pretty much guaranteed not to have that.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
I can't remember who it's by, though.
Alright, next. These. Let's see now. How does this work? Just gotta have two of them, or? I don't know. I think there should only be one, if you ask me. But so we got the 3. And this should make a 2. I'm not used to working with flowers this tiny.
You know, your finger protector should probably be on the fingers where you're applying the glue at.
Well, I need it on the finger that's gonna be giving it pressure.
Oh,
See? See if that worked. Oh, yeah. Kinda. Kinda, sorta, maybe. Till. Oh, what time is it? I have another hour or so, Martha, if you want to come in. But yeah, no class talk. Or yeah, it's not so bad. I think it's fun personally, but let's see if I don't think I need this other half. I think it just has an extra layer. Let's see if I can get this rolled.
Martha in big capitalized letters goes, "No, just got up." LOL.
Try it this way. son of a bitch. Oops, I mean crap. There we go. Alright. That's the smallest they're going to get for me.
I can't see. How small is it?
This one right here.
Jesus, yeah.
What's the inside? I can't.
You know,
I can't make it. I can't. Maybe Martha can make this into a petal for me. It's got to be rolled up.
you know that the center thing that you just showed kind of looks like a calla lily.
Oh, this piece?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
You know, June should make a mouse and use calla lily as the flower idea. I'd be real curious to know how she would make a dress that would go along with that. That's pretty cool.
Or she could make like this really beautiful calla lily and use it upside down as the skirt of the dress. So that when you pick it up and you expect to see little mouse toes there, you actually see a beautiful flower.
That's a good idea too.
Okay, so now I need another. Just gonna glue it onto this. Why not, right?
Yeah, it's hot glue. You can always undo it.
Okay, I think this is the biggest one. I was watching these videos of like all these things you can do with a hot glue gun.
Oh yeah.
I don't know who thought up some of this stuff. It's like making what was it? Oh, making a little holder for your toothbrush so you don't have to worry about it, making a little cap for it, or making these little flat things for your high heels so that they don't sink into the dirt.
That's different.
Yeah.
Martha says use a toothpick to roll it.
Yeah. That's what I was doing with the other ones, but this paper is a little thicker than those. And that's this one right here is probably the smallest. I mean, I'll see if after I put it together, if it needs more, I'll try and roll that piece. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's next. Ew. String, 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 string. Uses, oh yeah. Oh, everyone must still be sleeping. This is coming out pretty cute. I don't even think it needs this little. Or was it this one? Oh, let me see. Yeah, so just got squished a little bit. Squished a little bit. Squished a little bit. So yeah, we are no longer allowed to let our cat outside.
Yeah, I would say so.
We saw well, my mom saw 3 coyotes. Yes, and this isn't even talking about yesterday, but when I woke up early at 1:30 this morning, I saw a note saying that she saw 3 coyotes. We thought there was 1 living here. Turns out there's 3 living here, and one of them tried to get my cat yesterday when she was laying in the driveway. It was, I don't know, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So, she's got to stay in now. I'm not going to chance it.
Smart thinking.
Keep Kitty safe, yes. Keep Kitty safe, of course. So, this is, look at how awesome. Now, remember, I also added an extra layer just to glue everything onto.
That looks amazing.
But that's how it came out. Look at how tall it is, too. It's almost like a pineapple.
I was going to say a pineapple or a pine cone.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. That is very cool.
Oh my God, I love it. It's like the perfect size. That is so adorable. And I didn't even ink the edges of this one. but you can definitely tell a difference when you do. You know?
Very cool.
So, yep. And then this one we just made. There's also, if you have scallop punches, looks like a pine cone. Yeah, pine cone. That is a great way to make a pine cone and hang them upside down like this. That would be cute. That's a great idea. I made a pine cone by accident.
What is that phrase? Happy accident.
Happy accident, yeah. Looks like one of those mini pine cones.
Yeah, the
That's
kind that
cool.
Martha makes for her fireplaces. Awesome.
Mind if I click on you for like 5 minutes?
Okay.
Let's see what Amy's up to.
Yeah, yay.
She's getting water out of her ear or something. Okay.
No, I think I'm getting sick because my ear is itching like crazy.
Oh, that sucks. All of us have had something or other in the past week or so. Now it's your turn, Amy. It's your
Yeah.
turn.
Normally I'm the plague maker, but this time I'm the plague giver.
I'll be right back. Ooh.
Okay. I still vote, Martha, that you should get on and tell us all about him if he does show up today. Because, us single folk here need to live vicariously through somebody who's still single and starting to date. So, uh, sorry, my eyes are extremely dry. I'm not really sure what to talk about, ladies. I'm sorry. After you, Martha. After you. I don't know, Martha. Come to think about it, yesterday, you're getting pretty close to dancing in your chair. Brenda, love you. Yeah, you were Martha, and it was adorable to watch. It was very cute. That's why later on today, Nini should go on and recount every single detail. How do we know that, Brenda? I don't see Martha. But okay. Or what's that other thing? I watched a video on it yesterday by following another video. Oh, it's like a hand thing. I can't remember it all now. As far as I got. So never mind. Thanks. Thanks, Brenda.
Alright. Trying to think of the other. I get my scallop punch. Okay, let me click on me now. I'm back. Hi.
You need to dance for me.
Why?
Because apparently I'm supposed to dance an Irish dance. And yeah, no, that ain't gonna happen.
What? How did this happen? Oh, do an Irish. Do a little jig for us. Oh, the phone. That's right. The phone. This was my attempt at using the Dollar Tree petals that come pre-cut.
I still think it looks just fine.
You can see the burn marks in it though.
That adds flair.
Okay. You insist. But I can show you, well, maybe I can show you if I can find enough tissue paper around.
Oh, you're seriously trying to tell me that you already are out of tissue paper?
No, I meant like solid tissue paper.
Oh.
Solid colors.
A water lily.
Oh, I got some yellow. I can use some yellow. So with tissue paper, you can actually use your punches on tissue paper as long as what you're punching is thick. Like you need to have several layers. Because this is folded like this, and then, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's, what, 16, 4, yep, 4, 8, 16. So there's technically 16 sheets. Let me see if that works. it worked. My next trick, no, just kidding. Well, for this one, I like to use a stapler because it's just way easier and you don't see it anyway. So you need is 10 layers for each flower, they say, but you can even really use however many you want. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you can use a round punch for this too. I just like the scallop. This is a 2.5 inch scallop punch. Doesn't have to be 2.5 inch and it doesn't have to be scalloped. You can really do whatever size, shape, color. Well, not whatever. I'm sure square might not work all that well. Might work. I don't know. I haven't tried it. Let's see if I can find my stapler now. Here she is.
Your stapler is a she.
Yes.
What is it? What its name?
Stapy. I don't know. Stapley.
That's a girl's name.
I think. You can name her after Sammy, our beloved squirrel friend that disappeared. So then just staple them in the center. The rest is really, really simple. You take each layer and you just crinkle it up around the staple like this. Next layer, crinkle it up. That's 3. The next layer. Crinkle it up. So when I go on later tonight, this will probably be the last paper flower. But well, there's still one more I want to show. If I have enough time, I'll try and probably get that in. But I gotta cut up strips for that one. It's pretty simple, though. It's they come out very cute. And that's another one I learned first from Gift Basket Appeal. Her name's Tracy. And she makes amazing cards. She makes these really cute embellishments out of just a couple punches and stickers. I mean, she makes all kinds of cool stuff when it comes to paper crafts.
Well, when
I
you
think,
have a chance, you should probably post it in the chat here. A link to her videos.
oh yeah, I should, huh? Hang on one sec. Let me just, after this flower, I will. Seven. Oh, I think I have an extra layer in here. Come on. Yeah, that's two, not one. So that was supposed to be seven.
Deborah Howard would like to know how many layers.
10. 10 layers of tissue paper. And you staple them in the center. And then you just crinkle each layer separately up over the staple, because that way the staple won't be seen, for one thing. Because you can always glue something to the bottom here if you want to hide that, and you never see it. Then you let it go, and you just kind of floof it out. And I've actually done some of these with more than one color, where I had one color on the inside and another color on the outside. But I've done these up to 15 layers. So 10 is not a limit. That's just, this flower right here has 10 layers. And they look like, to me they look like chrysanthemums, but
I think they look like
peonies.
carnations. And
Oh,
peonies.
carnations, yeah. A lot of people say carnations. I think my mom said that too.
You know, if you make up a lot of tissue paper flowers, you could do an exploding box with them in the middle of the box. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be cool. They're light enough. I mean, they're bouncy. But hi, Deborah.
Hi, Deborah.
Okay, there's one more paper flower. Well, here, let me show you the, this is one I did that was blue with yellow in the middle. So I did 3 layers of the yellow and then 7 layers of the blue. So I just continued that. That's how I did a different color in the center. Just do the top 3 layers of whatever you want the center color to be. And there's one more I'm really going to show you, but I don't think I have any strips ready. But they look like this. Hold on. I'll put up her tutorial for that if I can find that specific one, but okay. Copy and paste. This is Tracy's channel. Gift Basket Appeal is what it's called. And she's the one I learned to make this flower and this flower from. But these got squished, so they don't look as great because you're not supposed to crease these. They're supposed to be nice and fluffed up so that what you do, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So you need 4 strips for each layer. So you need 8 strips that are, come on, ruler, where are you? Right when I need you most. Just use my thing. 6 inches long. Let me see if I can. Nope. That's not gonna work. Oh, no, not that one. Let's use this one. This is 1, 2, 6, almost 6 inches. That one. So I'm going to cut this paper. Okay, these I think are 9 inches long, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8 inches. So they're going to be an inch bigger on each side. This side just cuts them off. This is just to kind of show you the technique because I am not going to be able to show you the whole thing. I wanted to do the paper flowers.
You're echoing on.
Oh, damn. I'm gonna try to pick you up so the echoing kind of goes away, but I don't know how well that's
Hold on.
going. It's gone?
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay. So with these, actually I'm gonna unplug my glue gun because I don't need that anymore. Stay there. Alright, I'll use my 3-in-1. I'm going to punch out another inch circle for a base. Stick in one thing and something else falls out. And then these you just take your strip. It's about 1/2 inch by 6, and you fold it in on equal sides like that.
Didn't you just refill that bottle?
No, I didn't refill it. I just put 2 almost empty ones together and then put a little nail polish in it. There's 2. I think I'm going a little crazy.
Just a little.
Just a little. Just a little. Let's see. 4, 5, 6. Alright, so now you can see how they're not they're not folded, they're just bent, I guess you could say. And you take your little circle.
Couldn't you do a stapler or a staple in the middle instead
You
of?
could, yeah. I don't see why not. It would add a little extra bulk to the center that you might not want and make it harder to stay together.
Oh yeah, okay.
But you could try it. So I put some glue on my dot here and face down so that the part here where the two ends meet is underneath. Not that to be on the bottom. And then you do one the opposite direction. So if I just did want to turn it yeah, 90 degrees. So I just did it like this, turn it 90 degrees. Put the ends facing down here. And now you have an X or a cross. Turn it so that you're right in the center of those two. And you're going to put another strip here at the end. Thought so. And then from there, turn it 90 degrees and you'll be at the empty space. If this will stop sticking to me. Okay. Now, that's going to be your first layer right there. Now, and that means I would need another 4 strips, but I have 2 left. So, I'm just going to try and fill in some areas. Because you also want it, you don't want there to be too many blank spots, because then you won't have your full flower. So I'll do an X across here. But yes, ideally you would want 2 more strips on your flower here and here. Let me see if I can get 2 more strips on this. Should work. Should. Okay, then I cut off another 2 inches or so. Whew, gonna just make it. Got 6 minutes. Good God, stop your oozing.
You tell it.
Right? No, this I just did with encyclopedia paper. So, I mean, if you did strips of scrapbook paper or whatever, obviously you could do all kinds of things with this. But then I usually stick a button in there. So, yeah, get my buttons. Well, some of my buttons. This is kind of a pretty orange one, I think. Whoa. This one. Oh, that's a pretty one too. I think that will look better. Pretty sure that's a Bakelite one.
That's a pretty blue.
Pretty sure it is. Can you see little swirls in it?
Mm-mm.
Dang.
I just see it's a pretty blue.
Yeah. Huh. Anyway. Can use this bright green one. Or yellow, whatever that is. Oh, I don't think so. I like this one. I like this one. I wonder what this went to. Someone's jewelry box? I don't know.
Cool.
I don't know what it went. It was just kind of in this thing of buttons.
Yeah, a lot of people put, like, if they have a jar just for buttons, they always throw in extra stuff of random.
I know. Like the key they needed to get into their own shed in the yard or something.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
This now belongs to me.
Bet they're waiting for that somebody to come rob their stuff.
Oh, that one's pretty. I think that one is too. I like that pink. But I think I might go with the brown one. 10:59. Oh, I did make that a little lopsided, didn't I? Didn't I? That's alright, I was rushing. There we go. So we got this one. We got these two. And then, where'd the baby go? Alright, who lost the baby? That would be me. I know. Here's the tissue paper one we did. Where's the baby one? And the baby one that I can't find. Oops. I lost the baby.
Or more like you lost your mind.
No, that I lost a long time ago, but I'm talking about now, okay? Get with it, Amy.
My bad, man. My bad.
What happened to it? Did I hide it on myself?
Or it got up and walked away because it knows you wanted it.
Yeah, that happens a lot around here. Gets up and walks away. Anyway, Martha, did you see my red rose? I don't think Martha saw it yet. With all the little hoop appliques. I'm so proud of this little flower. It's so
It's
pretty.
gorgeous. You know, I would have to be tempted to put that in like tea or coffee. So it turns it like a darker light brown, and that would be such a cool vintage looking
Right?
embellishment. There we go.
That's the bottom. Even the bottom's pretty.
Yeah, it is. It kind of reminds me a little bit of when you cut celery off from the bottom
Yeah.
and it has like a little flower look. It kind of looks like, well, it reminds me a little bit of that.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly. All right, guys, I gotta go get ready and go to the grocery store, and then I'll meet you back here, and I'll come back on at some point later.
Okay. Bye, everybody. And Martha, I wish you the best of luck at the dentist and when you go to the pub. Use it to stamp. Yeah, you could.
Oh, stamp. Use it to stamp.
You couldn't you use that as one of Stacy's?
I am not putting paint on this.
No, I'm just saying you can make another one that's not in great shape. You could do that.
Oh yeah. That would be cool. Homemade or home. How does she put it? Homes. I don't know.
And Martha,
Homemade stamps or
yeah, that's it.
something.
Martha, just FYI, don't do anything I wouldn't do. Okay, stay safe. There's probably no.
I would say don't do anything I wouldn't do, but yeah, that won't keep you safe.
Right? I was just thinking, as soon as I said that it came out, I was like, you know what? Yeah, no. Gotta try everything once at least.
Right? Okay. Thanks for coming, guys.
Bye.
Love you. Love you, Martha. Thank you, Amy.
Bye bye.
Bye.